As COVID-19 continues ravaging the country, Kenyans are still waiting for answers on the 8 billion Kenya shilling KEMSA scandal revolving around the purchase of commodities to be used in the war against COVID-19. Health Principal Secretary Susan Mochache, who appeared before the National Assembly's Public Investments Committee, revealing that KEMSA bosses ignored her directive to utilize the 758 million Kenya shillings allocated to them and even went behind her back to the National Treasury to request 5 billion Kenya shillings. And as Chemutai Goin reports, the Director of Public Prosecutions is yet to prefer any charges on individuals linked to the scandal.
These KEMSA warehouses are housing crucial commodities that at this time, as the pandemic continues to wreak havoc in the country, would have been utilized to combat it. The commodities having cost the taxpayer over 7 billion shillings. They include personal protective equipment that frontline health workers have lamented are in short supply. But they are stuck here, reason being the ongoing probe of alleged corruption at the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority. And as the COVID situation worsens, the Ministry of Health is now forced to sell the commodities at a throwaway price, subject to cabinet approval.
We are basically going to have to absorb a loss of about 2 billion shillings because the price was here and now you're selling at a lower price. Unfortunately, with where we are now, those PPEs are needed, their shelf life is limited, so we need to get them out.
Health PS Susan Mochache, who appeared before the Parliamentary Public Investments Committee, literally threw the KEMSA officials under the bus for defying her directives. But she was, however, hard-pressed to explain why she, as the accounting officer, failed to act on time.
You know, you get a list, 1 week after the other, you get a readjusted one. Did it bring to your attention the fact that there is a problem of procurement?
It was 2.1 billion.
Yeah.
And then thereafter, look at how short of a period it is. This is at 1st of April.
Yeah.
By 24th of April, this figure has shot less 4,000 shillings to reach 4 billion shillings.
That is hardly 3 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then thereafter, by the time of that letter going to the PS, thereafter, these guys already committed themselves up to 7 billion.
Yes.
But Chair, even when there are checks and balances and sometimes even the best of laws, and you have an individual who decides to completely go against the law in an unimaginable way, really, you can't be held responsible for that because we all are given individual responsibility. So in this case, you can see the damage happens within a very short period of time. Very short period of time. I also cannot understand how that could have happened because every action there was actually not at all within the law.
The PS further denying reports that she gave instructions to KEMSA to purchase COVID-19 commodities worth 5.1 billion, daring the now suspended officials to produce evidence. The committee further learning that KEMSA overshot its budget by over 6 billion shillings. Already following a directive by President Uhuru Kenyatta, KEMSA has overhauled its procurement procedures. Several officials have been suspended, while the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, together with the Director of Public Prosecutions, firm up their case against officials involved. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV.